you. And that, I assume, is a 501c3 charity. Is that correct?
That's correct.
The dog in question is a large dog. Is it a Great Dane mix? Is that what it is?
It's a mixed breed. It's a senior dog.
And where did you get it from?
Apple Valley Animal Shelter.
When?
In May 2024.
You say the dog is senior. How old?
About 7, 8 years old.
The defendant agreed to foster that dog. Do you have pictures of the dog that's still with you? This dog is still with you. May I see it, please? You have other dogs?
I do. I have my own dog.
One other.
One.
Oh, so this is a big boy.
Big boy. I also just mentioned he's actually 9.5 or 10.
Dog looked terrible when she got him. Looks wonderful now. Okay. And it is your claim that the defendant breached her agreement with your shelter because she was really conspiring to keep this old, sick dog. So you're suing her for breach of the agreement because she didn't follow what she was supposed to do, even though the dog is in much better shape than when she got it and is perfectly happy with her, which is, I assume, the end game that you want, right?
Yes.
That would be yes. That's the end game. You want a dog happy, healthy, well taken care of, and whatever.
Exactly.
Right. But you have your own protocol that clearly wasn't on her dance card. She wanted to do it her way. You wanted to do it your way, whatever it was. You got into a kerfuffle, and you claimed that in addition to her breaching the agreement, she defamed your company, and that's what you want to be compensated for. I have to tell you, madam, that I don't really give a hoot whether or not she followed your protocol or not, because it would seem to me, as a person who loves animals, which I assume you clearly do, if that's your business and your charity, and I don't know how you make that into a business because I don't have time to figure it out, but I'm sure you do. I don't care about the breach of the agreement because the dog seems perfectly happy with her, couldn't find probably a better place for it. But you say she defamed your business and she wrote bad things about it on the internet. I want you to show me what you're alleging, because that's what I'm going to deal with. The dog is happy, healthy, and has enjoyed a surgery to take away these horrible things that were hanging outside of the dog.
I wasn't aware of that.
I don't give a rat's behind what you were aware of.
Animal rescue owner Melita Govolovich has accused dog foster parent Chantel Rich of wrongfully keeping her rescue dog, Grayson. Chantel claims Melita abandoned him and wants legal ownership of Grayson.
Okay, she took the dog, she didn't give the dog back. She said the dog needed some medical care. She wasn't getting a positive response from you. She took the dog to her own vet, which you claim, which was not part of the agreement, because you take the dog to the vet, you decide what the treatment is. Now, that also means you have to spend money when you go to the vet. And this is a dog that's 9, 10 years old. And I don't know whether she called you and whether she said this dog has certain growths. It's clearly grossly underweight. It needs certain surgeries. It needs whatever. And she wasn't getting forthcoming answers from you. Is that what happened?
Yes.
Is that what happened? I assume that that's what happened. So let me see what you are alleging by way of defamation.
I'm sorry, I wasn't aware of that because she blocked all the communication with me.
All I want to do is see what you are alleging she said about you that defamed you. Don't give me a whole bunch of papers. I just want you to show me exactly what you claim she published that defamed you. Did the dog have surgery?
He did, yeah.
He did.
And he is well now.
Have her make a circle around what she says defamatory that the defendant wrote about her. Just make a circle around it. Okay. Here we go. Nah, there's nothing defamatory about that. I told her Grayson is with your rescue, and you said this is a bunch of BS and that you're trying to get Grayson back. Okay, there's nothing defamatory about that.
The dog was in my rescue, and that's what it says on the foster agreement that Ms. Rich signed. And she went ahead without my authorization. She changed the microchip to her own name. She went to City of LA. She got a license for the
Did you
dog
understand
under
what
her
I
hand.
just said to you?
Yes,
I
ma'am.
just said to you two things. I'm going to repeat them. The only part of your case that I'm hearing is the defamation part of your case, not the breach of contract. The dog is happy, healthy, taken care of, looked miserable when she got it. Now it looks terrific. So I would assume that you're happy about that. I would assume
I am
that
happy about
good.
that.
I'm glad
But
that you're happy about that.
We have to follow our protocol. I have about 200 dogs in my
Very good. This
rescue,
this
so
one
I
you don't
had
have to
make
worry.
sure.
This
And I was
pay
never
careful
mentioned
attention. Pay
that
careful
he had
attention to
cancer
me.
or anything
You can't
else.
talk over me because
Okay,
you
that's
can't
fine.
talk over me. What I said to you was, I've seen the pictures of the dog. The dog is happy, healthy, and has enjoyed a surgery to take away these horrible things that were hanging outside
Which
of the dog.
I wasn't aware of that.
I don't give a rat's behind what you were aware of. So I said, I don't care about her breach of your agreement. The only thing I would hear is the defamation part of your lawsuit. And you haven't showed me anything where she defamed you. You have anything else in writing where
So-
she defamed you? That's not a
So they
that's a show me.
GoFundMe that she said that the rescue has abandoned the dog. That's okay. That's not defaming me.
Just a second.
Yes.
All I want you to do is show it
Sure.
to me.
Would you like a copy of the GoFundMe?
Yeah, I'd like to see both.
Here.
Okay, so here's the GoFundMe page. I think we have the same page. Yeah. So I want you to take this. Madam, pay attention.
ma'am.
I want you to take this and I want you to circle where she identified your shelter. Your rescue. Do you understand what I just said?
Yes, I do.
Good. Make sure you don't annoy me. Make
No.
sure. And the name of your shelter is?
Melita's Dream Animal
Just.
Rescue.
And she mentions that in there. Just.
Okay.
Does she
Go ahead.
mention the name of your shelter?
She did not mention the name of my
Right.
shelter.
She did not.
But everybody knew this dog.
Who
was safe
cares
from
whatever
Apple
you say
Valley.
everybody knew? I didn't know it.
They knew it was me.
I didn't know it. So the answer is she did not name your rescue. You can't be defamed
Yeah,
unless
she
somebody
did not
mentions
name-
your name.
That's fine. She did
If
not name
somebody
my
says,
rescue.
that's the most miserable, nasty judge on TV, well, everybody may know what it is and who it is. But unless they say my name, I can't sue you for defamation. Do you understand? Yes. So I'm not accepting your cause of action for breach of contract, nor for defamation, because she hasn't defamed you anywhere. Next.
She badmouthed my network team. She texted me and saying that my network team member is psycho. Can I show that to you?
Just as she called somebody on your team a psycho? Well, then just a second, let that person sue her for defamation. Okay, so your case is dismissed. 1, 2, 3, that takes care of you. Reimbursements related to foster care, interfering with wellness, defamation, invaders of privacy, all nonsense. You understand that, right? You do understand that.
Can you explain that to me?
Why? No, can you explain it to me?
Yes.
Reimbursements related to foster care. How much did you collect from the GoFundMe page? And the dog's now yours. Did you have the dog chipped in your name?
Yes, but he's not in my name anymore. She took it back. She contacted the microchip company, and they said that they're locking his chip and keeping it in her name.
Okay, but you had the dog's papers transferred
Yeah.
to you. So it's your dog.
The microchip company needs a court order for that.
Yeah, the dog's yours. I'll give you such
Perfect,
an order.
thank you.
Okay? And by the way, the surgery was how much on the dog?
The surgery is about $1,300 or $1,400.
Okay, and you got that money from the GoFundMe page. I see that you did.
Yes, yeah.
Claim, counterclaim, dismiss, goodbye, good luck, have a happy life.
I own him, and we've got Melita out of her hair.
I am the owner of the dog. She cannot make any changes. She cannot transfer the dog. She cannot take him to any shelter. She cannot make any changes with the dog, and she did it.
Now Grayson can live with his forever family, be happy and healthy. I didn't want any money to begin with.
I'll probably be more careful with my fosters.
All dogs
Was if the plaintiff had a pure heart animal rescue, and I don't know whether she does or she doesn't, because I'm sure there's some part of business there that I don't understand. But if you have a 9 or 10-year-old big dog who has shorter life expectancy than a small dog, and you find somebody, whether they follow your rules or not, who falls in love with that dog and says, I want to take care of it for as long as it has left, and feeds it and wants to take care of it surgically so that it's not uncomfortable anymore. Why would you sue her for a breach of contract? You want the dog back to try to find another forever home for this dog? I couldn't understand what her issue was. I really had trouble figuring out what her issue was, and I guess maybe that showed in my examination of her. Because, you know, there were some people who were totally invested in the welfare of animals. There are some people that use it as a business. I wasn't sure where...
How courts
where she-
decide these cases. Based on these real cases, courts look at several key factors when a rescue sues a foster caregiver. The written agreement. The foster contract is the most important document. Courts will enforce clear terms stating the rescue retains ownership and can request the dog's return. However, a poorly written or non-existent contract can weaken the rescue's case. Abandonment versus temporary care. If the original owner clearly surrendered the dog, especially with signed paperwork, the rescue has strong ownership rights. However, if a dog was simply lost and the owner actively searched for it, courts may rule the owner didn't abandon their rights. The animal's best interest. While legally dogs are property, courts are increasingly considering the animal's welfare. In the UK Orton v. Lane case, the judge allowed the dog to stay with her foster caregiver because moving her would harm her health. Icon bold. The granny foster mom's possible defense. If a case is similar to the headline you mentioned, where a granny saved an abandoned, dying dog, her defense would likely focus on these points. Abandonment by the rescue. She would argue the rescue abandoned the dog by failing to provide care or check on him for an extended period, which could legally transfer ownership to her. The dog's welfare. Similar to the Orton v. Lane case, she could present veterinary evidence that moving the dog would be detrimental to his health, especially if he's old, ill, or has bonded strongly with her. Lack of a clear contract. If there was no written foster agreement, or if the agreement was vague, the rescue's ownership claim would be much weaker. I hope this overview of similar legal cases helps you understand the situation you're asking about. If you happen to know more details about the specific case, like the state or country where it happened, I might be able to find more targeted information for you. Subscribe to our channel to get all episodes of Judy Justice, press the bell button, and stay with us. Thank you, everyone.